Inside this box is a new kind of health tracker, and one that not only allows you to track your health, but also test different ways of being healthy. It's actually something that I'm really surprised hasn't been done by other brands yet. This is the brand new Pulse Wearable, and huge thank you to Pulse for sponsoring today's video. Of course, they sent me this unit, and they're also sponsoring the content, so this is gonna be an unboxing and an overview, and not a full review because I don't do sponsored reviews. But in all seriousness, this is a product that I probably would have checked out on my own and bought for myself. Shouldn't have said that because now they're gonna be like, oh, we could have just had you buy it instead of sending it to you, but they sent it to me, so thank you guys for that. Because I'm really interested in wearable technology when it comes to health tracking. Like I have basically all the smart rings, I have a couple of the different like bands and things like that, but this one is different in a lot of different ways, and it's also one of the best priced. And most importantly, there is no subscription. That is not something that you find very often anymore. So I'm really excited to check the Pulse Wearable out. So before we actually take a look at the unit itself, let's first take a look at the box. This is my first time unboxing it and checking it out. It says, break your limits, Pulse Series 1, obviously because it's the first one. The sides of the box have, I guess, like a silver image of what the Pulse actually looks like. Back is plain, bottom is plain. I think this is a pre-production unit. This drops on September 8th, so it's already out, but I'm really excited to check this thing out for myself. So here we go, without further ado, let's rip the top. Series 1. There's a little note at the top. It says, you didn't just buy a wearable, you joined a rebellion, a smarter way to take control, experiment, and live. So inside this sort of outer packaging, we've got two different boxes. We've got probably the box that the unit comes in, and then the Hyperweave, which I'm guessing is the strap. So obviously this is a strap wearable. Now, one thing that's really cool about this, like I mentioned before, unlike something like the Whoop, this has no subscription. So you pay $199 and you get a unit that you never have to pay for again, which is something that I feel like should be the norm, but like not many people do that anymore. It's crazy. But that's definitely not the only appealing thing about the Pulse. The Pulse is a unit that allows you to test different scenarios when it comes to learning what works best for you. So you can do A/B testing on different kinds of exercises, what time you go to bed, how much screen time you get. It really allows you to find out what is the best for your health and not just say like, okay, you got 8 hours of sleep and you rolled over this much. It gives you a lot more data and it allows you to experiment with the data versus just seeing the data. So I guess without further ado, let's take a look at the Pulse unit itself. We've got this nice sort of woven box, which is really clean. It says Pulse Series 1 Midnight colorway, Pulse Series 1 Midnight, charger for Pulse Series 1, USB cable, user information booklet, cool. So inside this first box, you've got the Get Started guide right there. You've got some instructions. You've got a USB-C to USB-C cable, obviously for charging, and what seems like a charging dock. And then you've got the Pulse unit itself right here, Pulse in the Midnight colorway. You've got a bunch of sensors on the bottom, and the unit itself actually feels really, really premium. It seems like it's made of plastic and metal together, and you've got the Pulse branding right there on the top. Very nice. Okay, that's everything you get inside the first box. Now let's see what we get inside the second box, which I'm assuming is the Pulse strap. So I'm gonna keep this off to the side. So here we go. Very nice. The Pulse Hyperweave. Oh, you've got quick care instructions, spot clean, gentle wash, air dry only. Very nice. It's actually really nice to have these. And then here is the band itself with these nice little metal ends. Let's pull out these little pins to kind of hold the band in place. Turn it. That's not a bad solution to locking things in place. I don't mind that. I probably should have read the instructions on these, but I am relatively impatient. And I feel like a lot of people don't read instructions on things anymore. So I'm using this the way that I would use anything that I purchase, in a slightly haphazard, possibly incorrect way, but that's okay. Slide in these locking pins here. Very nice. Okay, we're in. We did it. Here is the Pulse. Pretty thin, about the same size as like a thin watch or a standard watch even. It's got soft touch material on the bottom. You got, of course, the sensors right there. Slide my wrist in there. I've got pretty small wrists, to be honest with you, so I'm not mad at this band being a little bit. Actually, the band is very adjustable, to be honest with you, and it's stretchy. I actually really like the look of this. It's simple, it's clean, it's easy to throw on, it's lightweight. Very nice. Is there an on switch on here anywhere? Let's check the quick start guide. I really should do that. That's pretty important. Okay, download the Pulse app, charge your Pulse. You got your charging indicator right there to let you know that it is charging. So while this is charging, let's talk about some key features of the Pulse. First of all, this thing tracks 20+ activities, which is more than a lot of the other health trackers out there, and it also integrates automatically with a lot of health apps, and it's got a 7-day+ battery life. Now, I haven't been able to test that, obviously, because, you know, this is my first time opening it, but that's what they claim. So now, of course, like every new piece of tech, it does have AI. Now, in the case of this, the AI does seem like it's gonna be very helpful because it helps you sort of figure out your data. It gives you powerful insights on your health and helps you form conclusions and make decisions based on what's working best for you. And of course, it allows you to do things like A/B test different kinds of sleep or screen times or things like that. Now, of course, with any health tracker like this, it comes in at a retail price of $250. You do want a warranty, and the good news is they give you a 1-year warranty and a 14-day return period if you decide, hey, this tracker is not exactly what I wanted, so you get your $250 back. For me personally, the thing that I am most excited about tracking with the Pulse is my sleep. That's something that I track all the time with a ton of different devices. Half the time that I'm laying in bed, I'm wearing like 3 different smart rings and then a watch. This will hopefully replace all of those and give me some insights that I haven't had before. There's a lot of different reasons why I don't sleep great. I have a young child, and that could be one of them. But even before that, it was things like stress. It was not going to bed on time. It was, you know, maybe diet, things like that. Being able to figure out exactly what it is that is not allowing me to sleep as well as I would like is designed for all sorts of people, whether it's the people who are really into working out or the people who, like me, just want to be able to track your sleep and see if there's ways that you can optimize. I guess you could call it the self-improvers is what Pulse calls it specifically. For me, this device is all about self-improvement, trying to be more efficient in everything that I do. Now, with that being said, I'm not trying to be a machine and make every moment like very purposeful. I want to enjoy life as well. But what this should help me to do is find out where there are issues that are preventing me from being as efficient in certain areas as I could be, like sleep, stress, things like that. All things that I would like to improve on. Of course, Pulse does come with an app. I've already got the app set up, so let me see if I can connect the Pulse to the app. All right, so we've got the app set up. I'm putting on the Pulse. It's charged up. It actually charges up in 90 minutes, which is pretty impressive. The app gives you a lot of different options. Obviously, you have a sleep score, you've got a vital score, which is gonna be your resting heart rate, things like that, your activity score, the amount of calories that you're burning. There's also the experiment section, which is sort of the unique feature of Pulse, and that allows you to try different things, like different kinds of A/B testing. In this case, the 2 that are popping up on the screen are caffeine-free evening, which apparently is coming soon, and then you've got reduced screen time, which is essentially to help you reduce screen time. So you're in the lab, but you're not quite ready to experiment. Wear your Pulse for 7 nights to unlock personalized experiments and improve your sleep. So obviously it wants you to set a baseline for your health tracking so that it knows what your base is and then how it can help you improve. Now, according to this, it says just 15 minutes of screen time can cut melatonin production by half. It's not just light, it's the habit, the stress, and the dopamine loop. Now, I went ahead and synced this with Apple Health. I gave it all the data so it knows my height, my weight, my age, things like that, which is all important for health tracking. And obviously, the more that I use this, the more personalized and efficient it will get at helping me be more efficient. Honestly, I'm probably the most excited that I've been about any health tracking app for the Pulse, not only because it's a new product, because I just love new products, I love trying things that are different, but also because of what it's promising. The fact that it should allow me to have more customizable tracking is really, really cool. I'm really excited to rock this for the foreseeable future and see what it allows me to do. So if you guys want to see a full review after like a month of using this thing, let me know in the comment section down below. I will make sure to drop that on the channel. But hey, until then, let me know in the comment section down below what you would use your Pulse for. Are you going to use it for sleep tracking, for exercise tracking, for reducing screen time, or any of the other features that it has? Let me know those thoughts in the comment section down below. Huge thank you once again to Pulse for sponsoring today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you all in the next one.